Today we will be diving underwater, and those are the pictures we're going to be learning on how you can create them. And my name is Ben Scarpeka. So this is my first tutorial actually outside my country, but yes. So this is the image we're going to be learning on how to get such colors, and I'm going to be playing with my camera raw. Of course, I'm going to first play with the blacks and bring in some shadows, that is highlights, and then some little contrast. When you're creating a field of water, it's definitely the depth, and this depth has is a cool color, so you definitely don't need to bring in warm colors. So I'll bring my clarity, that is the plus saturation, and minus vibrancy. So vibrancy and saturation, these are colors. Yes, if I bring up vibrancy, if I bring up saturation, those are both colors. So I've just minus 1. So play with my color color grading and bring in something like mid yellows into my midtones. So I'll move down to my next thing, which is probably the color profile, which is the color mixer. So I'll play with my aqueous and then oranges a bit because of the female's hairs, and then I'll come back to the basics. I'll bring in a little bit of my warmth in the temperatures, make the water at least a little bit warm. Yeah, so as you can see, we are having something beautiful. And then I'll move down to that. I think I'll play with these levels as well. So I'll bring in a little bit of some exposure, that is to minus, and then to minus over 100, that is in the highlights. And then I'll move to the whites, bring in some exposure into the highlights. Yeah, so the picture is definitely coming out as I want it to look like. And yes, bring in some bit of more aqueous, and then I think we're good to go. We're good to go. If you can look at this, so I can either play with some highlights if I feel like, but since I mentioned this is a depth of water, it should be kept, more cool and a little bit of warm. So I'll just leave that. So yes, this is where we are. And yes, thank you for watching. My name is Brian.